Hey everyone, we're going to try to go over everything you need to know about Diablo 4 in 15 minutes. First, there are random events on the map with the orange circle. They indicate just random battles you can do. They usually protect a caravan or some other miscellaneous objective. The better you do at dealing with the objectives are, and the more you defend them, the better the rewards. Typically a larger chest at the end up to a limit. There are also world events, which we're also going to show you. Those are larger scale, level 25 for the beta, and they give you even better rewards. Let's get to the end of this. Alright, we've completed the objective. Now we're going to loot the chest, Greater Radiant chest. These Murmuring Obols are used later for upgrades. And there's the loot you get. There's also world events. They look like that on the map. They occur at regular times a day, and everyone can participate in them. Even if you're not quite level for it, it's worth at least trying to attend and try not to die too much. We're here at world event number 1. It's going to start, and the objective here is a little more convoluted than some of them. Basically, you have to chase these guys around, kill them, and then they'll spawn in other spots and you have to kill them. Which summons this servant of hell, and then you kill the servant of hell. They'll have like little attachment points to them, little beams going to them, and you have to go to those spots and kill the thing keeping them from being able to beat them. So, do that. Skipping ahead, we kill the, working on the third servant when he spawns. And you have to show all these little textures in their spawn. There's a lot of running around and finding out where they are. And this will bring up the last servant. So we ran out of time to now get the third servant. If the boss was to spawn, it'll just affect the rewards after the battle. So now we fight the boss, and standard pain in the butt boss. This is not a lot of damage because they expect you to have a lot of people fighting. So we'll go through that and we'll show you the. As you can see, the rewards are diminished. No legendaries or anything. We'll still get some good rares because we didn't get that third guy before the time ran out. So now we're going to show you a big world boss and what happens when you do it correctly and the type of. Here we are on the large boss, the Shava Pestilence, and this boss has a huge hit range on his swipe ability, way out there. Sometimes it doesn't look like it hits you, and it still hits you. The respawn is nearby, so don't be too afraid to die, but also your gear will get damaged by 10% every time you respawn. So, you don't necessarily want to. Just keep working on him, whittling him down. Now, I'm way under leveled in this fight, as you can see, level 16, so I'm staying back and throwing firewalls and hydrating, going over. Nope. But he does one-shot kill for the most part, and he does have some insane damage out there. We're going to skip ahead to the end so we can get.
Yep. It's ready. There we go.
Now we skip ahead to the end here, and we'll see what we get from them. Getting the achievement for the boss challenge. 5 legendaries. So we'll check out our loot here. Pretty good stuff. Increased damage based on resources. And always keep your legendaries.
Well done.
Bonus to vulnerable with barrier. Because later you can actually destroy them. I'll show you that in the crafting video. Bonus damage while you stand still up to 30%. Gotta be 17 to use the staff I got, but that looks legit. Get your map at the top. You'll get rewards over time. If so, you select it, you can claim the region rewards as you do quests in the area and earn renown. And most of these rewards are actually account-wide, so they'll apply to all of your characters. So if you see the ones I claim there, I'm going to show you a new one to claim here. So we get that, and that gets +1 skill point to every character on this realm, which is pretty amazing. So it's definitely worth doing the renown rewards because you can upgrade all your people. Now here's how you upgrade your potion. If you see, you get herb materials, a minimum level, and then you can actually get more healing out of your health potions. Next up, we're going to look at how to do some other things. So your apothecary is here. I don't know how to say that town, so I'm not even going to try. And the other note is these little dungeons will have random rewards for specific classes if they have a little chest next to them. And those are rewards you can use to upgrade your gear. And I'm going to show you how to use those to upgrade your gear here in a second. So some of them are pretty solid. They'll be barbarian only, necromancer, whatever class. There's class specific. Some are not class specific, but most are. So if you run through that dungeon and complete the dungeon, you'll unlock that. Then you can take that and go to the main town here, and we'll show you where to use those. We've covered the alchemist, so the next upgrade station is the occultist. The occultist is where you're going to use the items you got from either the dungeons in there or that you've gotten from legendaries. What that basically does, it lets you take a rare, basically a non-legendary item, and add a legendary subset to it. So if you use a legendary, it will replace what's on there. If you use a non-legendary, it will add the suffix to it of whatever you're trying to upgrade here. And these are the different codexes you unlock by doing those little dungeons with the treasure chests. And some of them are pretty good upgrades. And they cost Veiled Crystal, and then you can preview what the new item is going to look like and decide if you want to make the change there. So you don't get as much bang for your buck if you use it on a legendary because it just changes the suffix.
Until spring.
But a non-legendary will add to it. So we're going to look at that. You can see charge bolts. Not so great. You can add the different aspects and get that instead. It's always good to preview it though, because the item power of the item will kind of modify it a little bit. So it might be a little bit different than your codex at power based on the item level. It'll be the same ability, but the stats might be better. So here's a rare. We can just add that to it. Pay the Veiled Crystals that you get from salvaging items, and now we have a legendary. So that's a really good way to upgrade gear. You don't want to upgrade stuff you're going to replace right away, obviously, because you'll be wasting your resources. But if you have something good, or if you're just hitting a wall and need to upgrade your stuff, you can go ahead and upgrade it. This is one that is not class specific. I got from completing one of those dungeons. So you can get a barrier against elites. Pretty good.
Ah, good fortune that is.
And since that's an armor, so certain things will have specific armor pieces they can apply to. You'll see the allowed item types across the top there. So if it's not something you want to use it on or can't use it on, then it's not going to work out. So the more of those you get, the more options you'll have. So that's how we upgrade our armor and equipment to make it more legendary. Next, we're going to go and show you the Jewelcrafter. The nice thing with the Jewelcrafter is you can combine them like you would with the old Heraldric Cube to make better gems. The other thing is you can remove gems out of equipment, and you can even add sockets to things. So I'm just going to show you a bit of that. It does cost money, so money seems to be a little bit limited here. Once you start doing all the crafting, tends to eat up a lot of your cash. But it's definitely well worth it. And this is why we wanted to save all of our legendaries too. The previous vendor, you can actually pull aspects out of the equipment. And you see in your inventory it has a little aspect tab there. You can use those in the previous vendor to apply to equipment that you pulled out of another legendary. And you look here, this has 4 upgrade notches, so it just improves the stats that are already on there. So if you look, you can go up to 4 different upgrades, and it'll just increase the number of stats. Or the quality of the stats on there.
Another time, then.
So you can pull modifiers off of your legendaries and apply them to other items using the aspect tab there at the occultist. You can take aspects you have earned from doing dungeons and apply those to non-legendary, and that's how you upgrade your gear. So here we're going to show you how to use your wardrobe. So if you salvage items, you can take the look off of them. It'll tell you that you can take the look off of them when you salvage them. So if you look here in the wardrobe, you can take the looks you've salvaged and apply it to your character, so that no matter what you're wearing, you can look like how you want to. So we can change the appearance of this, and you can do each item respectively. Now, if your items are not account bound, sometimes modifying them will make them account bound. A lot of the legendaries seem to be account bound if it was from an event, like a specific quest or something like that. And you can do these little looks. So it lets you change the graphics on it. It lets you change the colors on it. And you can apply the colors to your entire set of gear. So it's pretty convenient, and you can even change, save them as an ensemble slot up top. So once you get a look you like, you can apply it to all of the gear you get as you get it. And this is dependent on the items you salvage, so some of these won't be unlocked until you've salvaged an item that you like the look of. We're just going to play around with it here and see what we want to go with. It's really nice that they let you customize the color as well as the look of the item. I think it's a pretty cool addition. Not only can you have skills that are different than everybody of the same class, but you can also have your own look that you want to go with. We'll customize that up. Now let's check the boots out. These are pretty cool looking boots. So that's how you change your look, and hopefully you enjoyed the video and now know how to save and edit your look that you can apply to any gear you pick up later. Does cost some money, but definitely well worth it if you would like to look snazzy. Thanks for the video. Thanks for paying attention to the video. Hope everybody enjoyed it.